Happy Wednesday. I just wanted to get on here and share my thoughts this morning. A part of one of my journeys that I'm on right now is to find stillness. So stillness, just being calm, sitting down. I get a lot of anxiety when I'm not like running around doing something, and I feel like there's a purpose to that. There's always like an underlining thing. For me, I feel like it's a bit of my weight loss trauma. When Before I started my weight loss journey, I was the exact opposite. I did nothing. I didn't dance. It was just kind of like work or school or whatever I was doing, and then home and sleep and eat and watch TV all day. So my lifestyle is completely different, and I think a lot of my anxiety when I can't sit down is like, I don't want to get back to that person. I don't want to be that Brenda again who has nothing going for herself and is miserable and just like is like, I don't know, just surviving through life, I guess, not really living. And so that's something that I need to work on, because it's really important for us to get our rest, to be still, which is what the purpose of this video is, to be present. So one of the things that I'm doing to find that stillness is to kind of have like calm mornings. I have like a 10-15 minute ride in the morning to work. And so instead now of like blasting music and like getting cray, which is awesome, there's nothing wrong with that. But I do that all the time. So I kind of wanted to change it up and just start my morning differently. So now I listen to nothing. So it's just like me and my thoughts silent, or I'll listen to an audiobook. So this particular audiobook is from Eckhart, and it's called Una Nueva Tierra. I'm listening to it in Spanish. So it means like new land or the new land. I'm not sure what exactly it is in English. My uncle, who actually just passed away, recommended this book to me. We were really close in the fact that we could be very real with each other. Sometimes it was great. Sometimes it created, really deep discussions about disagreement. But that's why I loved him, because he had no filter. I love him. He had no filter. He spoke his mind. He was a researcher. He didn't just talk just to talk. Like, he knew what he was talking about, regardless of whether I agreed with it or not. So he recommended me this book to just kind of understand life and better. And so it's been helping me a lot, and it reminds me of him. And I kept it, in Spanish. I could switch over to English, but I kept it in Spanish just to get familiar with more of the terms in Spanish, since I am a Spanish speaker. And so at some point I'll be doing speeches in Spanish. And just so it just reminds me of him. So I listened to that in the morning, and today Eckhart was talking about stillness and happiness, and finding and being present, and finding happiness in the little things. And so he was referring to a story where it was like mentor-mentee out somewhere, and the mentee was was like, his thoughts were just racing, and he was asking his mentor, like, how do you find peace? How do you find that Zen energy? And the mentor, basically, there was like a waterfall or something nearby, and he said, do you hear that? Like, listen to that. And at first, like, the kid couldn't hear it, and his thoughts were just running, just like our thoughts always run. When we're not present, our subconscious isn't able to chill, because our mind is just racing. So he couldn't hear the waterfall until he finally heard the waterfall. And he started to understand what happiness and truly being present means. And it's just calming down, listening to the birds, being in solitude, which is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like silence and solitude. It's a very powerful thing, and it's difficult to be able to find comfort in those things. I wasn't always comfortable. I always needed to be around someone. I never wanted to be alone with my own thoughts. But now it's the exact opposite. I'd rather be alone. I don't like being around too many people, which is interesting, considering that my journey and my purpose in life, I believe, is to use my voice as my power and be around people all the time, and speak. But it's different. I also have that side where I like being by myself, or just in a small intimate setting with just one or two people, and so sometimes it's hard to find that stillness when you are running around and around so many things. So basically the point of this video is for you to be present. That is really, 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 really important. Being present in every single moment. And if you're present in every single moment, then you are able to easily hear the waterfall. If you cannot hear the waterfall, it's because your mind and your subconscious and everything is just racing and racing and racing. So that's one of the things that I do. Change up my mornings a little bit. I try to stretch. I try to wake up early. I'm an early bird, so I'm always up really early. I have more time than I need in the morning to get ready. So I like to fill it with those spaces of listening to meditation music or trying to meditate, because I'm not the greatest at it. Stretching, being in silence. I love those moments. It makes my ride be like 2 minutes, because I'm just so like synced into my thoughts. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you're having a great week. If I look different, it's because my hair's up. That's not the usual. I'm not a big fan of my hair being up. But when my hair's up is because it's too much of a mess when it's down. Like, I haven't washed it in like a few weeks. So it's time. So if you ever see my hair up, it's very likely that I don't necessarily want it to be up. It's just, y'all don't want to see what it looks like when it's down. So have a great day. And yeah, stay tuned. Heal Up with B. I really appreciate all the support that I have thus far. And I'm really trying to establish myself as a motivational speaker. I am establishing myself as a motivational speaker. So you'll see a little bit less of the dancing. But it's me. It's always going to be me. So it's still going to be there. Happy Wednesday.